Ever wondered how many calories are in your meals? What if you could find out instantly with just sending a photo? Introducing your personal AI nutrition coach powered by N8N.
Build easily and completely without coding, even if you've never done an automation before.
Snap a pic and get instant insights, calories, macros, and more. Every meal you log is tracked seamlessly in real time. No manual entries, no guesswork, just accurate data at your fingertips. Craving something? Just ask away.
Hey coach, can I have a few cocktails tonight without hurting my diet?
You have 900 calories left, so you can have 3 cocktails and maintain your last 7-day deficit.
Your AI coach considers your meal history and your goals to guide your choices. No matter if you are trying to lose fat, gain muscles, or maintain your weight, this system adapts to you and your lifestyle.
I will start from absolute zero in this N8N tutorial, integrating WhatsApp, AI analysis with ChatGPT and Google Sheets. We will even create a brand new account so you can follow along without any experience at all. By the end of this video, you will be able to build this on your own using drag and drop. Every step is clearly explained with nothing left out. But if you're in a hurry and just want it up and running, just get the exact template in the description down below. If you're ready for the next level, there's a pro version. It breaks down your eating patterns, suggests healthy alternatives, shows your progress, and makes it easy to spot what's holding you back. Just join the waitlist for the private community and I will make sure that you get the pro template ASAP.
Let's build your AI nutrition coach in N8N. You've seen what it can do, now let's build it step by step.
But before we go any further, pause the video and open the Google Docs file linked in the description below. It contains key snippets and prompts you'll need for the next step, and without it you won't be able to follow along properly. So go ahead, open it now, then come back.
First go to n8n.io. Here click Get Started to create a new account. Just fill out this form and click Start Free Trial. Quickly answer these questions here. Click here Skip and wait for your workspace to start up. Once your workspace is ready, click Start Automating. Great, now you have your N8N up and running. Now let's click Create Workflow. First, let's give this workflow a name. AI Nutrition Coach. Step 1 is to set up a WhatsApp trigger. Therefore, we click here on Add First Step. Now we search for WhatsApp and select WhatsApp Business Cloud. Here we select On Messages as a trigger. This node listens for any incoming messages, photos, texts or voice messages and starts the workflow. Here you need to set up your credentials by clicking Select Credentials and add Create New Credentials. Here you need to fill out the client ID and the client secret. How to get both I explain in another video linked here above or in the description box. I simply copy and paste my information here. And click Save. When everything worked, you should see connection tested successfully. Now we can test our trigger by clicking Test Step and sending a message to this test number. I type in hello, this is a test and send off this message. When everything worked, you should see here an output. And the text, hey, this is a test. Once this is done, we click Go back to Canvas. Step 2 is to detect the message type. Let's help N8N to figure out what kind of message the user sent. Was it a photo, some text, or a voice message? For that, click the plus icon and type in switch and select the switch element here. Now we will add 3 rules to check what kind of message came in. But first, here's the trick. When someone sends a message on WhatsApp, the message always includes some specific data. What I mean with this are the data here on the left. We don't only receive the text body, hey, this is a test, we also see the name, who sent it. It was Ed here. We also see their WhatsApp ID, etc. Depending on the type of message, certain parts will be present and other will be empty. For example, when it's a text message, this part is not empty. This way we can recognize if it's a text. For that we select here string. A string is simply a text, and select here exists. Then we drag and drop this element here, and that's it. We just give it an output name like text. This output name helps us just when we go back to Canvas, it says here text. And now we need to add two more rules. One for photos. For that we select here object, exists, and now we just simply go to the Google Docs document and select this snippet, go back, paste it here, and rename the output to image. We do the same for voice. Object, exists, go back here to Google Docs, copy and paste this element, and rename the output to voice. We also want to restructure it, so image is on the top. Next, you also probably noticed that this element is green and these two are red. The reason for that is this both don't exist on a text element, but this one does. So when we click now test tab, we see image is empty, but text has one element and voice is empty. This is what we want. Now let's test the whole workflow with a photo. For that we go back to Canvas and click test workflow. Now I will be sending a photo from my phone. And we see we received here an image. When we click here on the switch element, we see here is no body element for the text, but we have an image element that can be found under messages here, this one. Now let's go back to Canvas and continue building. Now let's create the flow to handle the food photos. Like explained at the beginning, we don't receive from WhatsApp directly an image, we receive an image ID. Therefore, we need first to get the image URL. For that, we click here the plus button, type in WhatsApp, select WhatsApp Business Cloud, and this time we select Download Media. Here we click Create Credentials and add the access token and business account ID that we need. Like I said, I explained it in another video how to get it. You can find it here above or down below in the description box. I will just copy and paste it here. And click Save. If everything worked fine, you should see the message connection tested successfully. Now, under Resource, we select Media, under Operation, we select Download, and as Media ID, we scroll down here and select under Messages, Image, this ID, and drag and drop it here. Now we can click Test tab. When everything worked fine, you should see here an output with a check mark. We also find here the URL for the image. Now go back to Canvas and click again the plus icon. This time type in HTTP and select this HTTP request. Select as method get. As the URL, you just simply drag and drop this URL that we just got. Under authentication, you select predefined credential type. That makes it much easier, everything. And click here select and type in WhatsApp API. That's it. Now we can click test step. And if everything worked fine, you should again see here a check mark, and we can verify that everything worked by clicking View. And we see we received the image. Click, go back to Canvas. Next, we want to analyze the photo and find out the calories. For that, we click again the plus icon and type in OpenAI and select Analyze Image here. First, we have again to type in our credentials. For that, you click Credentials and click Create New Credentials. I explained in another video that you can find here above or in the description box below how to set up the API key for OpenAI. I simply copy and paste it and click Save. If everything worked fine, you should see the message Connection tested successfully. Next, we have to select the right model. For that, we click here Choose. The good thing is, in the Google Docs document, I already mentioned which model is the correct one. It's the following that you can find here. It's GPT-4o Mini. We tested multiple models and this one performed by far the best. So I highly recommend to use this one. Now we have also to provide the text prompt. For that, we go back to the Google Docs document and copy and paste everything here inside. The last thing we have to do is to provide the image URL here. Since we downloaded already the image, we select here as input type binary file and leave it as is with data. Here it says also data. And click Test Step. Now we see the outcome here with this calculated calories and macros. But there's one crucial step that you have to do, otherwise it won't work. Go down here, add options, and select length of description. And type here in 3000. Click again, Test Step. This ensures that we get a full description and not some little parts. Because if we only get some little parts, the other steps won't work. Great, we got it, and go back to Canvas now. Next, we want to make the outcome readable. For that, we click the plus icon here, type in Edit, Fields, and select this element. Here, we click here in and type in text. Here we select Object, and as value, we go back to our Google Docs document, select under Calories Mapping this string here, or this text, go back and paste it, and click Test Step. This step made out of this text that is unreadable or hard to read, a structured outcome that we can use later on. Let's give this node another name. Let's call it calories. And go back to Canvas. Step 5 is to upload the image also to Google Drive. For that, we hover over here and click the plus icon and type in Drive and select Google Drive. And as an action, we select Upload File. Here, again, we have to fill out our credential, click Create New Credentials. I explained how to fill out these credentials in another video that you can find above here or in the description box below. I simply copy and paste it. When you set up this successfully, you should see the message Account Connected. Under Resource, we select File. Under Operation, we select Upload. As the input data field name, we select Data. And for the file name, I go back to our Google Docs document and copy and paste this snippet. This snippet helps us to name the file by the sender. So for example, it was @me here in this case, and the date and time. As parent drive, we select my drive or any drive you want. For example, in this case, I select tutorial. And as parent drive, you can select any folder inside this drive. For example, showcase. That's it. You now click Test Step. And If everything was fine, you should see again a check mark here, and you also should see this document in your Google Drive. Like you can see, here's my document that we just uploaded. Now let's go back to Canvas. Since we want to run this step parallel, we remove the connections here and here, drag and drop this element to here, and connect the HTTP request directly to the OpenAI node and also directly to the Google Drive node. And click Save here. So we won't lose any progress we did so far. Next, we want click here plus again, type in Edit Fields, select this element, and select Web View link here and drop it here. Let's give this URL the name generated image URL and click Test Step. It worked perfect. Click Go back to Canvas. In the next step, we want to merge the image and the nutrition data. For that, we click here the plus icon and search for Merge and drag and drop it here. Click Go back to Canvas, put it here and select as input 1 the calories and as input 2 this element. Then again open this merge document, as mode select combine, and as combine by select all possible combinations and click Test Step. Great, it also worked. Let's go back to Canvas. Now you have the full picture, nutrition and image link. Our next step is to save it to Google Sheets now. For that, we want to add a Google Sheets node. We click here the plus icon, type in Google Sheets, select it here, and click as an action, append row in a sheet. Here we have to add again our credentials. We click Create New Credentials and sign in with Google. If everything worked fine, you should see the message Account Connected. Now make sure the operation is append row and select the correct document. In my case, YouTube Meal Nutrition Agent. And also select the sheet. For me it's Meal Tracker. By the way, to follow along you need also the same Google Sheets document. For that you go to Google Docs again and open this spreadsheet here. It's a template. Here you click File and click Make a Copy. This copy you then select here. Next step we have to do is to fill out the values in this document. The values are this ones: ID, date, time, client, etc. Like you can see here, ID, data, time, and so on. To fill out the data, we use again our Google Docs document. ID we leave empty. For date, we go to the Google Docs document, select under date this variable, select here expression. This is really important. If you don't select it, this all won't work. And paste it here. You do the same for time and for the rest of these fields. So basically what it does is we take the information here that we previously parsed to a structured data and put them here. We could actually also drag and drop all information. Once we finished with this, we click Test Step. Sometimes it takes forever to test a step even though it shouldn't. This is an N8N thing. To fix this, you simply go back to Canvas, click Save, and reload the page. Then you have to click Test Workflow to test it from the beginning. I simply send again the image. Now it runs through the whole workflow again. Once finished, we open our Google Sheets node and see it worked. We can verify it by go to Google Sheets and we see our newest entry just got added with 605 calories. 605 calories. Great, now we can continue to the next step. Now we want to give personalized feedback. That means we need the goal from the gold sheet. Let me show you. Here in the same Google Sheets document, you have another sheet called goals. And we need to get this information for me. Therefore, we go here back, click the plus icon, go to Google Sheets, and select Get Row in Sheet. Here we select this document again. And as sheet, we choose this time goals. Now we add a filter for the column client. Then as value, we drag and drop from the WhatsApp trigger the name that you can find under contacts, profile, name. Just drag and drop it. Now we click test tab. And you see we found the right entry. Lose fat and gain muscles. And the daily goal is 1900 calories, like you can see here. Click back to Canvas. Now we want to add another OpenAI node. But this time we select message and model. Under resources, we select text. Under operation, we select message model. And under model, we go back to our Google Docs document, scroll here down and select GPT-4o. Now we need to fill out the prompt. For that, we go back to the Google Docs document and copy and paste the prompt that you can find under motivation coach. That's it. Now click test step. And like you can see, it worked. Great protein intake. Keep meals balanced and stay consistent with your fitness goals. Let's go back to Canvas. And finally, the last step we have to do is to send back this message to our user. So we click this plus icon, type again WhatsApp, choose WhatsApp Business Cloud, and select Send Message. Here, under resource, we select message, operation send. Under sender phone number, we select the test number, we set up. And under the recipient's phone number, we go again to WhatsApp trigger here and select under contacts again, WhatsApp ID, and drag and drop it here. And as a body, we go here up again, choose our OpenAI node and select the content that we have here. And click test step. If everything worked fine, you should just have received a new message on your phone. That's it. The first flow is done. We click save. Now let's build the second part, answering diet questions like can I have a pizza tonight or does ice cream fit today? These questions can come as a text or voice, so we'll handle both. First, we click again test the workflow. I will now send a text message to the AI bot. Can I have a pizza tonight? And like you can see, this time our voice path was activated. Let's build it out. First, we click the plus icon and look for WhatsApp Business Cloud and select Download Media. Like with the image, we're looking for the ID that WhatsApp provided to us. Under Messages, we find now an audio ID. We drag and drop it here. Click Test tab. And it worked. We got now the audio message. Next, we go back to Canvas, click the plus icon and type in HTTP and select HTTP request. Here we select again as method get, and as URL, we just choose the URL we just received. And for authentication, we select predefined credential type and select WhatsApp API and click test step. Now let's see if we received the right audio.
Can I have a pizza tonight?
We see it worked. Now let's go back to Canvas and add an OpenAI node. But this time we scroll down here and select transcribe a recording. Here we have to fill out the input data field. It is already with data that we have here, and we click test step. And like we can see, it transcribed our audio perfectly. Can I have a pizza tonight? Let's go back to Canvas. And now we want to capture this text. For easier handling, we want now to capture this output in an edit fields node. Here we type in user request, and as value we copy and paste this here and click test step. And like you can see, it gave us can I have a pizza tonight. This node will come handy in the next step. Let's go back to Canvas. And let's now also connect the voice output with this node. We have to do nothing more, and let's click again test workflow. This time I will ask with text. Can I have a McDonald's burger tonight? And send. We can see our text node was now activated, and we also received here something. Let's double click on it, and we see the user request was can I have a McDonald's burger tonight? Now we can receive an audio and text message. Both will be captured here as user request that we can use further in the flow. Let's go back to Canvas. To answer the user request, we need the meal history from the user. For that, we click the plus icon, type in Google Sheets, and select Get Rows. Here we select our document and the sheet meal tracker. We also need to add a filter, because currently in the meal tracker are multiple users like Ed or Michi. Therefore, we need only the correct entries for the right user. So we go back and select under column, client, and for value, we go to WhatsApp trigger, and under contacts, we select the name and drag and drop it here. When we click test tab, it worked. We see 74 items were found. Now let's go back to Canvas. Now we've got all the user meals from the Google Sheets. But right now, each meal is in a separate item. To make it easier for the AI to understand, we need to group them all into one block. So next, click the plus icon and search for aggregate. Under aggregate, we select all item data into a single list and click test tab. It worked, perfect. Let's go back to Canvas. What we also need are the goals of the user. The good thing is we already found them here, and the good part is in Analyse we just can copy and paste it, then we connect it here, double click on it and click test tab. And like you can see, it got us the correct goal and daily goal in calories. Let's go back to Canvas. Now we want to combine this both data, and for that we use again a merge node. Like before, we can reuse this one. Just copy and paste it, and then drag this first output into input 1 and the second output into input 2. We click on the merged node and click test tab. And here we got the meal data and the goals. Let's go back to Canvas. And now we can add our AI agent. We click the plus icon here again, click AI, and then AI agent. Under source for prompt, we select define below. Now we go back to our Google Docs document and copy and paste the whole prompt for the nutrition specialist. We go back to Canvas, add under chat model OpenAI, and select for the model noted in the docs. It's the model 03 Mini. Select it here, click go back to Canvas, double click on our AI agent, and now click test step. Great, it worked. Let's click output, and you see you have 2,200 calories left, so you can eat McDonald's burger and maintain your last 7-day deficit. Perfect, it worked. Let's go back to Canvas. And the last step we have to do is to send the message back to the user. For that we click the plus icon, type in WhatsApp, select send message. Under sender number we select our test number. Under recipient's phone number we go to the WhatsApp trigger and select under contacts the WhatsApp ID and drag and drop it here. And last but not least, we need the text body. For that we go to our AI agent and drag and drop the output there and click test step. If everything worked fine, you should just now receive the message on your WhatsApp. You go back to Canvas, click save. Now we have fully finished our complete workflow. And once you click here active, it's up and running and you can use this workflow all the time. You don't have to have extra servers or anything. It's just working. And if you want to take your AI coach to the next level, let him answer with a voice message. For that, we simply removed the send node here. Click the plus icon, type in HTTP, select HTTP request, and click here import curl. Then we go back to our Google Docs document and copy this from the text to speech area. Paste it here and click import. Then we scroll down here and replace our API key that we get from 11 Labs. I simply copy and paste my here. Then we continue scrolling down here and under name text, by the value we click expression. Once finished, we can click test step. Great, when everything worked fine, you should receive here an audio message. Let's see.
You have 4,000 calories left, so you can eat McDonald's burger tonight and maintain your last 7-day deficit.
Perfect. We go back to Canvas, click here the plus icon and type in code. Then select this node here and go back to our Google Docs document and copy and paste the code snippet that is here. Put it here. Simply click test step. It worked. And the last thing we have to do is to send back this message. So we click here again the plus icon, type in WhatsApp, select WhatsApp Business Cloud, and select send message. Here we select under sender phone number our test number, recipient's phone number we select from our WhatsApp trigger that you can find here under WhatsApp ID. Under message type you select this time audio and take audio from you select N8N. As input you select data and click test step. If everything worked fine, you should just now receive the audio message on your phone.
And that's how you build a high-end nutrition coach. Hopefully it gave you a good sense how powerful N8N is as an automation tool. If you want to see more real-world use cases like this, hit like and subscribe. And don't forget to grab the free template below or hop on the list for the advanced version to level up your N8N skills. Big shout out for sticking around till the end.